Welcome back. Let's talk sports. Start your engines, Mzansi. The roar of engines, the thrill of speed, the chase for glory returns. Formula One lands in the legendary heights of Mexico City this weekend. If you know, you know. Shell V-Power lives for precision, for performance and adrenaline. And who better to guide us through the twists and turns than Formula One expert in a Rossa Red this morning. I don't know how she's going to feel about that. Sports presenter and racing aficionado, Delucia Daniels. You came ready for the Formula One this weekend, girl.
I did indeed.
Sure.
I'm quietly optimistic that Ferrari will emulate what they did last year with Carlos Sainz winning. Can you believe it? It's still Ferrari's last ever top space on the podium since we've last seen them.
That is crazy.
Maybe this will give them some
I was
hope.
about to say, no, the Rossa is never worn, okay, without some kind of intention behind it.
Yes.
What is it about Formula One this season? Before we get into Mexico City, let's talk about the season that has been. This has been crazy, right?
I mean, it's been chaotic, it's been unpredictable, it's been exciting. I think this is everything you want in a Formula One season.
100%, what you pay for, yeah.
Who would have expected Nico Hülkenberg to be on the podium at the British Grand Prix? Carlos Sainz and Baku as well. There's been so much that's happened throughout the season where we've sat and been like, this is exactly what we've asked for and you've delivered. And I think right now there is a three-way battle going on between Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, and that gap is inching closer and closer to giving us maybe a rerun of Abu Dhabi 2021.
Ooh.
So I feel like what we're explaining now and what we're getting into is very much a precursor to what Mexico is going to be, because I think that's going to be the track that's going to determine a lot of what's going to happen for the rest of the season.
I love that, and kudos for them for, I've never thought about the curation of the tracks as they apply to the drama of the season unfolding. And now, I think maybe with your expert tuition, we are starting to understand these small little nuances. What is the nuance about Mexico City? What does this track traditionally give us?
I mean, it's quite fascinating if you look at the track layout in itself. You've got these medium speed corners, you've got this extra long straight, and then at the same time there's lots of twists and turns.
As you can see.
There's also a track where you have the beautiful stadium twist as well, where you've got 35,000 fans in this small space, but you know it's going to be an absolute festival more than it is a race. And I think going to Mexico as well, we have to remember they are over 2,000 meters above sea level, which means the oxygen is much less. This means the cars also perform very differently. They have to go for a maximum downforce setup this weekend, which actually favors someone like Max Verstappen.
I was going to say, your traditionalists, even a Lewis Hamilton, these guys that are used to multiple conditions, lean into the racing as opposed to the performance. So is this Max's race, that being said, do you think?
Do you know what? You'd be so silly not to bet on Max for this. I mean, out of the last 4 races, he's won 3 of them. George Russell won Singapore in between that. And I think if you look at where they were before the summer break, you would have tossed out Max Verstappen immediately, because the gap between him and Piastri before summer break was over 100 points. Now it's 40. And that is a lot, because if you think about it, we've got 5 races still to go.
Yeah, and they've stacked the weekends.
This is what's fascinating for me is Max has won Mexico 5 times. You don't win Mexico if you're not a precision driver. There is a lot that's going to come in when it comes to technicality, it comes to just getting the mechanical setup correct. And Max and Lauren Mackey's, the new team principal of Red Bull, have really had a resurgence so far.
Clicked, yeah.
I think even Oscar Piastri said in his press conference yesterday, he said he's actually surprised to see how well they've adapted, because Red Bull is still the only car that's brought upgrades. Ooh. McLaren have not brought any. So right now you're battling a McLaren that was well balanced, but then you got the lion of Dutchland and Max Verstappen, who's absolutely been...
They're going to put that on a T-shirt now. That's now his name from now on.
My goodness. Like, I don't think that anyone would be foolish enough to not bet on Max. I am optimistic as well about someone like Lando Norris. He's done well before here. He came second last year as well. And then also Charles Leclerc. I was quietly sad about the fact that he didn't win last year, but very happy for Carlos as well. I just think that between Carlos Sainz, George Russell and Charles Leclerc, actually, I think that they would probably round up my podium. I'm going to put Max on anyway, so it's fine.
I was going to say, but bear in mind, look at the colour of her wonderful outfit as she says these words, okay? No, she is absolutely phenomenal. Go over to the socials, connect with her if you've got any questions regarding Formula One and how much fun you can have delving into the nuance of this incredible year. Please chat to her. You're awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and doing a deep dive, and that's what Mexico City deserves. So hopefully you are revving up for for the fan excitement and the opportunity to win, because it's big. 5 very lucky couples stand the chance of winning, and when I say once in a lifetime, I mean it. A road trip and track experience for 2. You need to spend $7.50 or more at Shell. Tap your V Plus rewards card just 3 times in the month, and then head over to the socials. All the best of luck. You could be watching the F1 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and an exclusive viewing party. You can't enter, or maybe she can. She might have 10 entries in already, so you better get yours in. Delucia, thank you so much. Perfect prelude to get into those news and sporting headlines right now.